Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Afra Farhamid Rozali. My number metric is 298043. So, my part is what happened to the sensational marketing and the protection of the Muslim image in the modest clothing industry. So, first thing first is modest fashion brands use sensation and provocative marketing to attract attention. Some brands in the modest clothing industry started using bold or dramatic marketing strategies such as eye-catching visual, dramatic themes, and attention seeker to gain more views and increase sales. Secondly is advertisement show models in non-modest pose of styling that contradict Islamic values. Even though the clothes were labeled modest, but the model were positioned, styled and photographed in ways that did not reflect Islamic models, such as striking provocative pose or exposing parts that should be covered. Thirdly is product labeled as modest wear were promoted in ways that did not align with true modesty. The marketing presentation did not match in the Islamic purpose of modern clothing. Although the product were marketed as modern, the advertised image or styles did not represent the real concept of covering aurat and behavior modestly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Majrina binti Muhammad Adha, matrix number 300808. Let's discuss on who is involved in this issue. This situation mainly involves several groups. The first group is modest clothing brand themselves. These brands claims to promote Islamic or modest wear, but some of them use marketing approaches that are not aligned with the value they represent. The second group is influencers and brand ambassadors. Many brands collaborate with influencers who may wear their clothing in ways that do not reflect true modesty, such as posing glamorously or modeling outfits that are too tight or revealing. Their image becomes part of the marketing strategy. Next, we have Muslim consumers who are the target audience. They are directly affected because these advertisements shape public perception of what modest fashion should look like. Finally, media agencies and production teams also play a role. They create the photo shoots, visual and campaign concepts, and sometimes they prioritize aesthetics and trendiness over Islamic values. Next, let's discuss on why does this issue actually happen. There are several reasons. Firstly, brands want to gain quick attention, especially on social media. Sensational or glamorous content tends to attract more views, likes and shares, so companies use this strategy to boost visibility. Secondly, the modest fashion industry has become highly competitive both locally and internationally. Because of this, brands try to stand out by following mainstream fashion styles even if the style clashes with modesty principles. In addition, many companies focus heavily on profit and sales, causing them to compromise on Islamic values for the sake of trendiness. Sensational content may bring fast engagement, so they choose the easier route. Lastly, there is strong influence from Western and modern fashion trends. Many brands adopt these styles without filtering them through Islamic guidelines, resulting in marketing that looks glamorous but contradicts the real meaning of modesty.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Mashira binti Shafi'i. In number matric 300948, I will continue the presentation about what are the impact of sensational marketing and the protection of the Muslim image in the modest clothing industry. Sensational marketing can affect Sharia value. In Islamic marketing, advertisements show modesty, honesty, and respect. But when a modest clothing brand uses marketing that is too dramatic, too glamorous, or not modest, it goes against these principles. This makes the brand look it is not fully following Islamic guideline. However, when marketing is simple, respectful and modest, it helps the brand stay aligned with Sharia. Secondly, sensational marketing can cause Muslim customers to lose trust. Muslim consumers expect modest wear brands to behave ethically and follow Islamic value. If the marketing looks inappropriate or feels too focused on attention and profit, customer may feel uncomfortable and stop supporting the brand. But if the marketing is honest, polite and clearly Islamic, it builds stronger trust and makes customer feel confident buying from the brand. Lastly, sensational marketing affect how the Muslim community sees the brand. If the marketing does not show proper modesty, it can harm the image of Muslim women and the modest fashion industry. It may give outsiders the wrong idea about Islamic modesty. But when marketing follow Islamic ethics, showing dignity, respect, and true modest fashion, it protects the Muslim image and improves the brand reputation in the community.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amira Nazifa and my metric number is 298159. I'm going to talk about the lessons and feelings. As a Muslim, we can learn three main things from this issue. The first one is principles over profit. We must always follow Islamic rules like honesty and modesty even if it means less profit. Our business must also please God. Secondly, we must be a smart buyer. Muslim consumers should only support brands that use good ethical marketing. We must reject brands that create unnecessary controversy. The last one is real success is blessing. True success is not just about having lots of sales, but about having barakah, blessing in our business and doing good for the community. How do I feel about this issue? I feel disappointed and concerned. Firstly, I'm disappointed because some Muslim business owners damage the good image of Islam just to get quick money and fame. Secondly, I'm concerned because using sensational ads makes modesty look like a cheap trend instead of a serious religious value.
Now, I will explain this issue from the Islamic point of view. First is the protection of aurat and human dignity. In Islam, Muslim women are required to cover their aurat and protect their dignity. However, when modest clothing is promoted using provocative poses, tight outfits, or a seductive visual, it clearly goes against Islamic values. This kind of marketing does not represent the true meaning of modest fashion, and it can damage the image of Muslim women. As stated in Surah An-Nur verse 31, Allah commands believing women to guard their modesty. Next is the prohibition of deception, also known as gharar and tadlis. In Islam, lying and misleading customer in business are strictly forbidden. Some advertisements exaggerate product quality or use misleading image to attract buyers. This is considered sinful because it cheats the consumers. When customers feel deceived, they lose trust in the brand and the business will not receive long-term blessings. The third point is ethic and morality in Islamic business. In Islam, marketing must always be ethical and must not damage the image of Islam or Muslim women. Business is not about just making profit, but it also a form of worship. So every marketing strategy should follow Islamic values like honesty, responsibility, and modesty. Now, I will move on to the improvement suggestions. The first suggestion is to use properly cover and modest models. All models, visuals, and content used in advertising should fully follow the Islamic dress code and manners. This will help protect the dignity of Muslim women and maintain the true identity of modest fashion. The second suggestion is to practice honest marketing. Brands should avoid over-promising, making false claims, and using misleading image. When marketing is honest, customer will trust the brand more and the business will grow in a halal and ethical way. The third suggestion is stronger monitoring by authorities. The authorities should monitor unethical advertisement and take action against brands that misuse Islamic identity for profit. This is important to protect public morality and make sure Islamic values are respected. In conclusion, ethical marketing based on Islamic teaching is very important to protect the dignity of Muslim women and also to preserve the image of Islam in the modest clothing industry.